We're going to learn about Argan Oil. I've never heard of it. What is it?
Argan oil is extracted from argan nuts, which grow on the argan tree, which naturally is found in a small area along the Atlantic coast of Morocco.
Oh, okay.
And it's been used for many years by the Berber people who live in that area. And in fact, I get my argan oil from a women's cooperative, which I visited in the area, where the women actually grind the argan nuts by hand using stones to extract the oil. It's cold pressed and it's certified organic, and it's very much in demand right now as a moisturizer for the skin and the hair, because it moisturizes without being greasy, and it's also very high in levels of antioxidants like vitamin E and ferulic acid, so that helps to reverse some of the damaging effects of free radicals on the skin. So in layman's terms, it helps to keep you looking younger.
So how does Argan Oil compare to other types of oils that do similar stuff for your face, you know, and so forth? Why?
That's a good question. There are many different oils and they have different benefits. One of the reasons why people prefer argan oil for many applications is that it feels very light on the skin and hair, whereas coconut oil, when you put it in your hair, it's an effective moisturizer. Coconut oil tends to be a little bit greasy, whereas argan oil is lighter, and you can leave it as a leave-in conditioner without weighing your hair down. In the skin also, it's absorbed very quickly and it's non-greasy, and it won't block your pores and cause pimples like some of the other oils do.
Now you have obviously different applications. Here I see shaving oil.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
This shaving oil is the same unrefined argan oil with some added eucalyptus essential oil. And eucalyptus essential oil actually has many antiseptic properties. And so this can be used as a pre-treatment when shaving. You can wet your skin and then apply the oil before shaving. You can even use it after shaving because, as I mentioned, it moisturizes and has antiseptic effects. But you can even just use it as a moisturizer when you're not shaving. I also did another oil which contains orange blossom essential oil, and I did that mainly for the fragrance. The fragrance of orange blossom is very evocative of you know the smells of Morocco, and it's just a very pleasant smell.
Okay. What else you got here? Now, what's this?
These are lotions which I make again with the argan oil, and they contain no artificial preservatives, no artificial fragrances, no artificial colors. I always do an unscented version of all of my products because I'm very conscious of the fact that a lot of people cannot tolerate fragrances, or they prefer not to have fragrances. And I make those all by hand, and I actually screen print the labels on these by hand in my studio because I'm a member of the Contemporary Textile Studio in Toronto, and then I actually glue them on the tubes. But I like to have my product in tubes because the lotions do contain water, and the only preservative which I use is grapefruit seed extract, and I like to have it in this format to minimize the chance of bacterial contamination that you might get when you're sticking your fingers in a jar.
Wow. So why did you decide to go get involved with this?
Well, it all started one day when I thought I'd like to make some soap for myself. I did some research. My background is in chemical engineering and in medicine as well, so I had a lot of training in dermatology, and I sort of put that together with some research that I did on Google to start making cold process soaps for myself. I made those a couple of years ago, and I sold them with packaging similar to this, which I screen printed, and I got a very favorable response. So it was after that I decided to go to Morocco to source the argan oil and expand my line.
Now you've been doing this for how long? How new is this?
I started making the soaps the December before last, so December of 2011, but I really launched my website and launched the full line just a few months ago in December 2012.
Okay. So what are people saying here at the Green Living Show?
I've had quite a favorable response to the products. People, the first thing that they comment on is the branding and the packaging. They like the simplicity and the elegance of the packaging. I try to make my packaging efficient in terms of the end use of the product, but still responsible. The materials are glass and aluminum, which can be recycled. I try not to use excessive packaging. And I've also had a favorable response to the products. People like the quality of the argan oil, and the lotions are a very big seller for me, particularly the lavender lotion. People like that it's an effective moisturizer while being
What do you have? You got lip balm I see over here?
Yes, these are lip balms, which I also make myself. I do a natural unscented version, one with frankincense essential oil, one with Moroccan mint flavor, again from essential oil, mint essential oil, and also orange blossom and rose cardamom. And I forgot to tell you, in the lotion, in the frankincense lotion, I actually use this raw unrefined frankincense, which I sourced from Oman. I actually went there and got this, and I don't know whether you know where frankincense comes from, but it's actually a resin from a tree, and I actually grind this up and incorporate this into my frankincense lotion, and I do that because it's very good for skin healing, and it also has a very pleasant fragrance. A lot of men especially prefer that fragrance.
Great. More information,
www.leavesoftrees.com. Happy to answer any questions that anybody has. If they have any particular skincare challenges, happy to help them.
Super. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Was that okay?